Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we only talk about what's obviously most crucially integral to the fabric of our very nature. Here we go. Start your engines.
All right.
Oh, we're in the mix.
Friendship.
Hit us with it, Blake.
Friendship.
I'm your friend.
Yeah!
So much love on your soundboard.
So much love.
You ever hit that shit when you're not on the pod, when you're just like late night drunk thinking about us?
Oh, yeah. I'm constantly just sitting in my room just playing the soundboard thinking about you guys.
Right, you're like, oh, I'm so lucky. Thank you, God.
Out of
Thank you, God.
all of the possible buttons to hit when you're alone in your room late at night thinking about us, what is the button that you hit the most often, Blake? Hit us with it. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That one right there.
Yeah, that checks out.
Uh-huh.
The soundboard, that's what Blake calls his dick.
It was an atom bomb of energy.
That's right.
And the chewing the ice on the microphone, I love it. And I want to thank you for doing that, Blake.
Yeah, go
You guys don't chew ice?
closer.
ASMR. You're not supposed to.
Why?
Go eat tinfoil, why don't you?
Well, tinfoil if you got fillings, but what's the matter with ice?
I think they said if you chew ice, you're sexually frustrated. I always heard that.
Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm going to be...
What cool doctor. Is this like the Ozarks doctor? Did you go see him?
No, you remember when they'd say, like, if you wear green, you're horny?
No, that was green M&Ms.
What?
I thought it was just green.
If you ate green M&Ms, they made you horny.
It's science.
What? It was like the green dye?
Why
in it?
does
Like,
green make you horny? Green, the color, makes you horny?
The M&Ms are actually filled with
No,
testosterone.
green the color was like, if you wore green the color, like you were like code that you were horny.
You were a horny dog.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got green eyes, so watch out now.
Isn't that the thing? Like, there is like things to colors. Like green makes you horny. If you see orange, supposedly that color makes you hungry.
Is it orange?
I always heard. What's
Is
the
that
science?
why? Is that why McDonald's is yellow and red?
Yeah, that because subliminally it makes you very, very hungry.
So if you wear green, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily horny because you're not looking at yourself all day. You're trying to get everyone around you horny. So what's up with that shirt, Blake?
Yeah,
That green shirt, you come on the
Come on,
podcast
man.
trying to get us all horn dogged up.
Hulu has live sports. Okay.
Hulu has live sports, everybody.
That's cool.
This
And
is,
you're
in my
getting
contract.
paid for you are getting paid for that?
Yes, since I'm on set for Woke on Hulu, I'm being paid to wear the Hulu has live sports jersey everywhere I go.
Are you on set right now?
Pizza.
I'm not. I have to wear it off set.
Oh, wow.
That's
This is
the
a really
contract.
intense contract that Isaac made you sign.
Are you there in the AT to the L?
Oh, I am. I'm in the.
Peace up. A-Town down.
I'm all the way in it, baby. I'm all the way in it. I'm just looking for Usher everywhere I go.
I'm like scared to talk because I'm pretty sure I'm chunking hard.
That's good. It's good to be scared to talk on a podcast.
I feel like I'm about 5 seconds behind you guys. I apologize.
Yeah, and what about the actual internet though, huh?
Oh, fucking zing. Wait, he's going to get it in 3, 2, 1.
Burn. I get
Got
you guys.
him.
I get you
Burn
guys.
notice, Kyle. Uh-oh.
Yo, do you guys want to hear some crazy shit?
Yeah? Wait, hold on. We got some breaking news.
I was
here.
just in Yosemite for almost a week with my family and stuff.
Nice.
And
Hell yeah, bro.
First of all, Yosemite's dope. Go check it out.
It's the
El
best.
Cap. There's like some sequoia
That's
trees that
really
you can
the
drive through.
only national park I've ever been to. It's fucking stunning.
It's crazy. So we're up there, and my little one is like, "There's a worm in my poo poo," and we're like,
What?
"Huh?" Oh my God! Emma goes to check the dookie, and sure enough, there's a little worm going. And then we're like,
oh
"Well,
my
he's got
God.
pinworm." So we have to like all take this medicine, and then the next day, my big dog is like, "Dad,
There's a snake in my D hole.
yeah, there's a raccoon coming out of my penis." He was like, "I had a worm too." So we're all like boiling our clothes and like changing the sheets and like emailing everyone at the schools and stuff.
So what does that mean? Why worms in your poop? What does
So
that
like if you're a little
mean,
kid and
dude?
you're like sucking your thumb all the time, like I guess there's like in germs, like somehow there's like eggs that can get like left like on your fingernails and stuff like that, and then you suck on your thumb, and then it goes into your body, and then worms grow in your digestive tract, and basically they eat your food, right? And then like every once in a while you shit one out, and like I'm just checking my dookie every day. Different than dookie trends.
That's cool. So how do you
it
check
is
your
gnarly.
dookie? Do you fish it out of the toilet and like take a fork and kind of smash
I
it up?
mash it in my hands. I squeeze.
Yeah, do you kind of get one of those like garlic peelers and kind of run it through that and see if any worms come out of it?
Yo, the Play-Doh style?
Yeah, do you get your kids Play-Doh?
These are all good ideas. I should look into it.
You
just
squish it
basically-
out, make it look like dreads coming out of the little toy.
Yo, you dookie, and then you just kind of get up all weird, and you turn around and you eyeball it, and you're like looking for any movement.
Oh, why is this making my butthole itch?
How big was this thing, man? How big was the worm?
Like a half-inch long.
Big,
Sorry, I said
but-
a half a schlong. So it was pretty big.
Man. So
10
your
inches.
kids, at least 6 inches, because they got some big old wambos out down there. I
They
know
sure
they do. Huge.
They got my
long.
exact same.
Wait, why does everybody? So do the worms get transferred through clothing to other people in the house?
They
Why do you have to boil
can.
everything?
Cause like the eggs, there's like eggs on your butthole. Like you gotta wash your shit. It's crazy.
It's cool that your children are
Weird,
investigating
wild stuff.
their shit intensely enough that they saw the worm. Was it like a lot of worms?
No, it was one. So he was
Okay.
3.5. He's 3.5 or whatever, almost a little more. But he just came out and was like, "Mom, there's a worm in my poo-poo." And you're like, "What?" First of all, why are you looking?
You're like, "What,
Second
you
of all,
idiot?"
like he must have felt a little squirm or something like that, or heard it screaming from the toilet bowl.
Help!
But like
God, I'm drowning.
Emma didn't believe him because you're just like, all right, but then
Yeah, you think
kids
he's
usually
he's doing some fun make believes.
right. We're
I
all
get.
about the worm bits in our house too,
Yeah.
which is like extra
There's
confusing.
a dragon in my poo poo.
Right.
I pissed firecrackers.
Right. But then she checked it out and was like, sure enough. And then Arnie, we were like, is he trying to like be part of it? Because it got a lot of attention, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And we were like, is he like, I have worms in my poo poo too?
Yeah, there's an earthworm in his dookie. It's like,
Right.
wait,
Did
that
you
doesn't
dig
add
that
up.
up from the backyard?
There's just like you guys went fishing. There's like minnows in there. Yeah.
Well,
Dad,
did you
check
guys
out my
call
turd.
did you guys call the big worms bloodsuckers back in the day?
What, leeches?
Oh, like the
No,
big
like
earthworms?
earthworms.
Yeah, for sure.
We always called them bloodsuckers.
No, I've heard them called night crawlers.
Because why are they night crawlers? Because they come out at night.
That was the most fun thing as a kid when we would like be camping, going fishing the next morning, and Dad was like, "You got to go find those earthworms, those night crawlers, to so we can fish the next morning." And then it's just you're hunting, you're covered in mud, and you feel like you're doing actual work, getting
Right.
them worms.
Right.
Early bird gets the worm, man.
So
That's
worms are
where the
cool. So
saying
the moral of
comes
the
from.
story is my kids are cool because worms are cool.
Worms are cool.
Yeah, dude.
Were they, did they feel sick? Thank you, God. Did they feel sick?
No, you don't even know. They're just parasites. They live in you. They eat your food. And I guess like if you don't check your dookie, it just takes like 3 months to cycle out. So you guys have all probably had them for sure.
Do you? And I'm always investigating my dookie, so that's weird that I
Right.
haven't seen
with
it.
the garlic thing.
I always take it out, smash it up with a fork. That's why that was sort of what I do with it.
Yeah,
Every
like a
time I
mashed
take a
potato.
shit.
Play with your mashed
I
potato.
shit on a plate and then I kind of shake it off into the
Yeah.
toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know that
siphon
about
it through a little thing like you're searching
That's
for
how
gold.
we met. Right.
Well, these are, I'm feeling like maybe we have a little yolk on our face because Carl was
yolk.
talking about Carl from Workaholics.
Sure.
He was talking about the red meat worms last pod, and now all of a sudden, your kids have the worm.
Is the new saying instead of yolk on your face, you got a little worm in your butt?
Yeah, got a little worm in your poo,
Well, hey,
buddy.
guys, I got a little worm in my butt.
Kyle, when you were getting your hair brushed, remember you came back and you're like, dude, my mom was like brushing my hair and it hurt so bad I hit her.
Yeah, I punched. That's. I punched my mother. I did.
Yeah.
I punched my mother. She was combing through my hair, and it was
You
just.
punched her or you like
I
pushed her
punched
away?
her. Oh no, I punched her.
Well, how old were you when you were assaulting your mother?
32.
No, I was probably. I mean, I was like 8 or 9, and we played slug bug all the time. So it was like punching was kind of like what we did, right? But in there, you could
With your
punch to
mom?
it. Yeah, for
Is
sure.
your mom the bug?
My mom was like, yeah, you can punch me in the shoulder, but like you have to be careful. Like be don't try and hurt. But the one time
Why
I
was
tried
Dad
to
hitting
hurt.
you? We're playing a game. It's called Punch Bug.
Slug buggy.
Did you ever go to school and they're like, they have to talk with your mom because you're like covered in bruises? Did your mom slug you back?
My mom did hit me back. Yeah, for sure. That was like, yes, it was like a mutual like kind of thing that we would do. She was like tough and I was like, 10 or 11 or something like that. But when she was combing through my hair, I hit her way too hard. It was it was very wrong.
Where did you hit her? Like the shoulder?
On the shoulder, but you know how you
Like
can hit like the
ribs?
muscle and then you can also hit the bone and like the bone kind of hurts a little more. I hit her on the bone and it's like, I'm sorry, mama, but I didn't really know, It's a reaction.
Mama.
Where's my mom?
Sorry, Mama. F you, Kyle.
I've got no mom in my headphones.
But I love how she's like grooming you, getting lice out of your hair as like a favor.
Yeah,
as like
it wasn't
solid.
like it was like out of nowhere, like she pulled your hair or something. This was like she was doing something very kind for you.
Yes, and I took it. Yes, you're
Taking
right.
care of you, and it just like a knee-jerk reaction to be like, Mom, ugh.
It's one of those things where it's like it's like funny until it's not.
It's like the dudes who jump out at people at Halloween and then just get socked in the mouth.
Yeah, get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's funny until your mom calls us and asks if we will take this pod down.
Right. I mean, she had reconstructive surgery. She's fine.
Yeah, she had to
It's a
get a
game.
nose job. I might have told this story, but we were at Not Scary Farm. Mine was a random woman, we were at Haunted Horror Nights for Universal, and we're walking through one of those mazes, and it was like really dark, and there's just like it's kind of strobe lights, and she jumped out in front of me, and
she was selling a churro.
she was working at the the popcorn stand, and she jumps out, and I did like a rabbit punch, and it punched her in the face, and then I like went to console her after I realized like, oh, I just hit a person because I was scared and I just punched him, and then I went like, I'm so sorry, and went like this, and then just cupped her
Mouth.
And she
Oh my God! Where is this going? And then?
Yeah, I go, I'm so sorry, and then just like went out to reach her to be like, I'm so sorry, and I didn't know it was a girl, she's wearing a costume,
Sure, she's
and then
like a
I feel
ghoul.
this, and then I'm like, God, I'm sorry, and Chloe's like, what the fuck, Adam? What are you doing?
And then I held her underwater by the vagina.
So you hit her and then you sexually
Yeah,
assaulted her?
yes, I did. I
man.
did
You're like,
mean
Chloe,
to.
run.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, this is important.
This is all allegedly.
Right.
That's crazy.
And to that
These are jokes.
scary clown, Adam he'll be apologizing at the end of the pod. He didn't mean to elbow you in the face and then squeeze both your titties.
It wasn't an elbow. It was a little rabbit punch, and then I just had to give a honky honk. It was an accident, We're in Houston. We have a problem, and my dad is here. If you guys would like to say a quick hello.
Is this our first guest on the
This is our
podcast?
first
Whoa,
guest.
first
Yeah.
guest.
Here, well, I'll let
First
him
guest.
talk.
I love it.
Just a few minutes, because I'm a whore for this hot pub, and I
Right,
gotta
you're on
get
it.
back to it. But he does want to know why you guys haven't reached out about his cancer diagnosis. Okay, here you go.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What do you want, a hug and a kiss? Jeez.
Hey, buddy.
Where the love is right here. It's beaming.
Dennis
What
D.
up? What up?
Dude,
What up?
legendary dad on the pod. First guest ever. I would like it no other way. How are you, my man?
Good. I'm good. Killing cancer
Yep.
one cell at a time.
Fighting that good
Hell
fight.
yeah, dude.
Shit, yeah.
How? I mean, are you? We heard you're still ripping bongs and all that, and
Yeah.
in good spirits.
Oh hell yeah. That's the kids didn't believe me when I talked to the doctors in the Ozarks, and they said, "Yeah, blaze away." And and then we come here, and so the best doctors in the world say, "Shit, you got it, smoke it." And that's right. And there's still wanting another opinion.
No,
Right
that's
on,
the only
dude.
opinion
Hell yeah.
that matters.
That's right. That's right. They said just don't make that your first question.
Yeah. And how's Houston treating you? Are they doing you right and all that?
Houston's good. What saw some baseball, saw a little basketball. So
That's right.
Yeah, everything's good.
So what's the deal? You're doing chemo? Do you get to like have local grub, or are you on a certain diet that they got you on for this?
No, in fact, they told me to eat everything, so I did. I gained 15 freaking pounds. I'm gonna be the only fat cancer survivor.
Yeah, buddy.
That's the secret. That's how you beat it, dude.
That's
Put
right.
those pounds on.
Yeah,
Put
feed
those
that cancer.
pounds on.
Feed that cancer.
Yeah, dude. Gosh, we're just fucking rooting for you, brother.
Well, thanks,
It's just
man.
like,
Yeah, I really feel like
been
it's an
crazy,
excuse for
Obesity.
Dad to get his fat. I'm not even convinced he has cancer.
It's a ploy for sure.
Like he'll have like 8 helpings of something, and he's like, "The doctor said," and now he's got
Man boobies.
Yeah, he's got some serious.
Hey, welcome to the
Nice.
party.
there.
Yeah, buddy.
They feel good when you like go downstairs quickly and they shake.
Oh, yeah.
I love that feeling.
Heck yeah.
Is Adam getting you any voiceover work with this new smoky
you-
tone you've got?
No,
you sound
no.
cool as fuck.
Talk to his agents.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
And for all of you that
Can
don't
you,
know
like, give
this,
a
Dennis
commercial for Quiznos or something real quick.
Dennis is the one who did the noise at the end of every Workaholics episode.
yeah.
That was his voice.
Is it him or is it Adam doing an impression of?
No, we
Dennis?
pulled Dennis back into the room and he did it into the microphone a
It's
couple
Dennis.
times.
It was
Yeah.
me.
Hell yeah, it is.
See, Dennis, this is what we have to deal with Kyle and his
Kyle's
chunky internet.
chunking
I'm
his
sorry about that,
technology.
sir.
Well, actually, he brought up a good point. Now that it's out there for all the lawyers, I still haven't got my check.
Oh,
get you that check.
dang.
Yeah,
we got
my
you.
check is still missing.
Talk to your son. I think.
Yeah,
your son,
Adam. Adam, what's going on here? Get your dad paid.
All right, well, I better let you guys get back to podcasting because that shit's
yeah, man.
Thank you, Dennis.
You've already talked about Ace Ventura, how Jim Carrey was definitely like, and as silly as this guy is, he fucks like a champ. Like, he really rails this woman while animals watch. He gets a blowjob in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and they're like, yeah, okay. Would he, though? He's kind of a buffoon. Yeah, I know, but he can fucking lay pipe, though. It's funny. Get it? Because he wouldn't be able to, so it's funny.
I know
Crazy.
there's weird jokes about how he's just getting laid constantly. It's so
yeah,
cool.
like it's that funny. And I'm 10 years old just going, yeah, this is how people behave.
That's how it works. That's how I have
I
to
gotta
act.
check the writing credits. I have a feeling he may have.
Well,
been
that's
in, the
that's why
writing.
I did
Saddlebags!
Ace Ventura impressions for 5 years in a row after that movie came out. I was like, this is how girls, these girls like guys that act like this. Somebody
Hey,
stop me.
Will you go to the dance with me? Alrighty then. Is that a yes? Shakaka.
A buddy of mine had to go to rehab because this
is great.
The parents sent him to rehab because he wouldn't stop doing Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey impressions.
Like that was the
That's
addiction?
all he talked like for 2 years straight. Yeah, that they sent him to rehab to like stop the cycle. I think
That would be such a cool Strange Addictions episode.
God, that's great. And I feel for him because it worked its way into you on like a old school
It's
level,
science.
like Anchorman. Yeah, like. And if you're 10 and you're just running around,
science.
quoting that movie, like a glove, like a glove.
All I know is I really wanted to get the kind of pants he wore. He wore like those like red and black striped pants. I'm like, I've got to dress just like Ace Ventura because this dude is getting babes.
I think I had gerbos that looked like that. Some striped gerbos.
Well, that was because it was pre-internet and pre like memes and gifs and all that shit. So like that was the social currency of the time, like knowing
Right.
the quotes and if you said it, people are gonna laugh. Like you didn't need your own joke.
They're little
it's very much
footballs.
like how kids today will just rehash a meme and be like, "That's
Yeah.
funny, right?" And other kids laugh and they're like, "I'm killing it."
Yeah.
Yes, Satan?
Everybody's just acting like King
Hey,
Batch.
do your kids like and subscribe? Do they say like and subscribe?
Like
Ooh.
walking around, like
Yeah.
after they say, "Oh, dude, that's funny," they just, as a little thing, go, "Yeah."
A buddy
like
of
and subscribe."
mine always posts like with his little nieces and nephews, and they always will like say a thing, and at the end of it be like and subscribe, as if it's on YouTube. and you're just like, oh, those kids are watching way too much YouTube.
Yeah, I would say that, that should be a sign that maybe they get off the iPad for just.
Do you guys have like
This one was a little like kind of like underground and like seemed like it was kind of like this was the first time the dude had hosted it, but he'd been doing it for like 10 years. But I could see where it could get very big. I mean, it was big, it was grand for how small it was, but I could see where it could go off like Vegas style. I bet those drag shows are insane.
So Blake,
and everybody is having so much fun.
This is what I'm getting from you talking about this. You want to do drag. When we do the live show, we do, this is important, the guys do drag. And we all come out dressed as women and put on a fun show.
Yes, sir.
Well, this was the thing. I'm like, I go in there, right? I go down the stairs, and while I'm walking down the stairs, four guys ask me like, hey, will you take our picture in the stairwell? And I'm like, yeah, for sure, of course. I take the picture, I'm handing the phone back, and the guy's like, wait, are you Blake from Workaholics? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm actually here. I'm filming something here in Atlanta. And he's like,
and you're
yeah, I could tell because you have makeup on your face. And I'm like, no, I don't have any makeup on. He's like, oh, yeah, you do have makeup.
You're covered in makeup and glitter, and you're wearing lipstick, though.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm not wearing any makeup. We actually haven't started filming yet. And he's like, oh, okay, so you're here alone. I'm like, no, my cast is right over there. He's like, hey, don't worry about it, dude. I'll keep it on the DL. I'm like, you don't have to keep it on the DL.
Yeah, I feel like this is his running bit with everybody he runs into, who he assumes or knows from the internet is straight, and it's just like, okay, you're gay. I got your secret right here.
But it was so weird. So I go over to the other cast members of Woke. I'm like, this dude just told me that I'm wearing makeup. What's going on? And they're like, dude, you look fucking insane. The whole place is like lit with black lights, and I guess like the moisturizer I use has SPF in it, and it was picking up with the black light.
Right.
So my face looked like it was glowing, like I was wearing glowing white face, or like I was like one of the neon gang members from Batman Forever, if you get that reference. It was like I looked insane.
Or like a background actor from Belly.
Exactly.
I thought you were saying like one of these guys got a little too close and like you rubbed your face against his butt cheek or something, and you got some butt cheek makeup on your face or something.
Yeah,
that's
those are
what I
my
thought it
favorite
was going.
pictures. We're like at a club, like a black dude will have been dancing with a white girl with like crazy makeup on her face, and when he comes away, it's like on his neck.
Yeah.
Perfect. He's like, oops.
Dude, but Lamorne took a video of me. You guys have to see it because I look so crazy. I was so lucky that it wasn't just like a club and it was like drag night, because people go all out and like they show up in wild ass shit. Like they'll just have fucking.
So people just thought like, oh, look at him. He just decided to put on some fun white face, and that's not racist because he is white. He can do that.
They're like, he's here on the DL. He's here on the DL, but he completely like makeuped himself out. I wonder if he's getting on stage.
I think it's a nice little shout out though for everyone out there who uses moisturizer like Blake does. That steer clear from black lights, because apparently you'll glow.
We're all definitely dumb in our own ways. I wouldn't say we're dumb people. Like in the grand scheme of life, I wouldn't say any of us are actually dumb people. But we're definitely dumb in our own specific certain ways.
Do you think we're smart with our powers combined, the four of us?
Okay.
Do you think we're smarter? Like our smart powers combined are smarter than our dumb powers combined are dumb? Like, are we collectively stupider than we are smart?
I think with all of us,
or do you guys even understand what I'm saying?
I do. I don't get it. No, I think. I think
Goodbye.
The reason that we work together as a group so well is that we're all where we're the deficiencies. What we're good at outweighs our deficiencies, and you're smart at the thing I'm dumb at, and I'm smart at the thing that you guys are.
Like, I'll be like, guys, what time is it?
Well
You'll
said.
tell me.
And we're able to. Well said.
Right.
We're able to tell time. That's the only leg up I have on Durs.
With the four of us combined, we can tell you the time, the month, and the day of the week. But it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
No, I would say I think the magic of us is how collectively stupid we are. That's why I love us, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I would say I would like to do a tour, and when and if we do a tour for the podcast, we got to do a lot of musical numbers.
For sure.
A lot of like planned musical numbers where like 20 minutes in, we're like, what'd you say? What'd you say, bro?
Right.
And then we get
Just
in a
now.
fight, and then all of a sudden, then
That was kind of our thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Our sketches we'd pretend our sketch stopped because somebody got hit, and then we would just go into a song.
Now you're talking about a cappella, right? You're talking about a cappella.
I do most of my shits a cappella, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello, you're
Pitch Perfect.
talking to what was
I've
the
done-
name of your team?
Oh, the Treble Makers? Yeah.
Thank
Don't act
you.
like you don't know.
Damn.
Don't act like you don't know.
Give me a hell yeah!
Somebody just sent me that clip again, some internet person of it was Dwight Howard talking about one of his favorite moments with Kobe when Kobe turned him on to Pitch Perfect and they would watch Pitch Perfect together.
What?
That's
Yeah,
tight.
I guess Kobe Bryant's favorite movie was Pitch Perfect, which I find absolutely hilarious.
I do.
And
Wow,
awesome.
man.
Speaking of, I'm going to do another season of Bad Ideas, I think. So if I do another season of Bad Ideas, who knows?
Oh, that was like a publicity. That was like a pre-publicity thing, not like I want to, not a cry for help.
I love the way your mind works, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So Kobe used to love Pitch Perfect. I can't wait to kick it with that dude because I might be going to heaven because Bad Ideas is coming back on a new platform.
Comes full circle, man.
This
Really
season,
want-
Adam dies.
I'm thinking of going to a Wuhan wet market and
Okay.
eating bats.
Okay.
Well, I think we all know you need to go to a lab if it's going to be really risky.
On, hello.
Dude, eating a bat. Ozzy Osbourne ate a bat on stage, dude.
I tried to eat bat on my honeymoon. I was in the Seychelles where like some people eat bat. Went
Oh
to
my gosh.
Went to a restaurant for bat soup. They're like, this is where you go. This is where
Right.
you eat it. And I went and I was like, I'll have the bat soup. And they're like, we are all out of bat for tonight. And I was like, all right.
Did you say it tastes like chicken?
No, I said, give me the chicken.
I'm sure it tastes fine.
I know, Adam, you're that guy. I'm not the... It's like you don't have to eat it just because you can. I don't understand. We should establish the animals we eat, and then the rest of them, we just leave the fuck alone. Like, chickens are cool.
But in that culture, they do eat bats.
Right.
In that culture, they are chickens.
Yeah.
So when you're there, I want to experience their culture. And part of their culture is eating bats. In some places, humans. In which case, would you guys eat human?
Cannibalism?
Did you say cumin? I don't think I would unless it was just like a real perky butt that you slice like a square out of. And then,
Oh.
like-
Oh, you're talking torture. I'm talking, okay, so...
well, no, the
I-
person's not alive. I'm not going to eat
Yeah.
a live person.
But
Ah,
what
okay.
if I was like, hey guys, I'll give you a piece of my haunch and you can cook it up and eat it, and it's a surgery and it's a planned surgery, and I'm like, I want to lose weight, so I'm gonna cut some of my meat off of my bones and deliver it to you guys and have a prized chef come and cook
I
it up. Would you
do
grab
that
on it?
to someone? I don't know if I would. I think you're actually, you know what? Because I bet your skin is mad, like sour and salty.
Yeah, it's got taste. I'll tell you what, I got taste.
Kyle tastes like soy sauce?
Yeah, he tastes like a human. I imagine you taste like you're pickled a little bit. And so
Was this pre-seasoned?
yeah, no, I was gonna say I wouldn't want to eat Kyle. I'd like to eat someone else. But the more I think about it, I think you got some tasty Sour Patch Kid haunches.
Kyle is the kimchi of our friends for sure, dude.
No, he's the pickled egg.
The pickled cabbage, the pickled whatever. I'm just pickled.
I think you would want to eat like a piece of like a fitness a finspirational. What are they called? The
Fitspo.
finfluencer.
You're talking about my other career, yes?
Right. You would want to eat a slice of that butt right there.
So Adam. So would you eat a little bit of Adam?
I would eat Adam's butt over your butt for sure, just because I know that
wait.
it's a leaner meat. It's a leaner meat
These
for
are
sure.
these are two parallel questions. One is, would you eat in this? I guess. Okay, you're eating Adam over me. Whatever. That's what we got to. That's fine.
I don't know, because I think I'm like just a brick of muscle, and I think it would be too tough.
But let me just say this. Let me say this.
You need that sweet marbling that Kyle has.
If I'm eating anybody's
you.
butt,
Thank you.
it'll be the best butt of the group. It'll be Blake's.
yeah.
That's eating out my butt. You're actually eating their butt. You're eating out mine.
I'm
baby.
eating
Come
it
and get
from the inside out.
I feel like first, Adam, I'm giving you my muffin top. That's what's happening. I'm cutting that right off, and that's getting served on a platter.
You don't want
that's
that,
the
though.
delicacy. That's good stuff, bro.
You don't want to eat a lot of that, but if you are gonna eat a human being, you're gonna want some fat in there. You don't
I
want just
lean, like buffalo burger style. That's what I want.
So you want the filet mignon? Okay, I'm more of a ribeye guy. And by the way, I know you said Blake has the nicest ass in the group. And I understand you're getting under my skin, yada yada.
Right.
Dude, I saw this GIF the other day.
Don't say of your own butt.
Of my own ass.
Oh God!
And it was from the show, and I forget what it was, but we were in like medical attire. We're in the hospital, and I'm turning around, and you see it just the side of my ass, dude. Hot. And it was just fucking perfect, man. I was like, I almost sent it to you guys, but then I was like, I don't want to send photos of my own ass to my friends. But
I'd rather talk about it later.
I'd rather talk about it in detail.
Guys, I'll tell you right now, if you ever want to send me nudes, I'm down. I want nudes from my fellas at all times. They make me laugh. They make me horny as well. I'm not asking the general public. I want them only from my very close dude friends.
Hold on one second, Blake. I have wanted to send you some nudes in the past, but I've been afraid that after it goes to your inbox, it might skip and step somewhere else. Can we make a pact that if any of us send each other nudes for a laugh, that would just stops in the inbox and it doesn't go anywhere else?
When have I ever been... I'm not going to fappening my homies. When have I ever leaked nudes, dude?
Blake's a collector. Like if you send me a nude, it's already gone.
It's not for me. It's for everyone.
I look at it, and I'm a human Snapchat when it comes to saving things and digital
Your mind
things.
is a Snapchat.
Yeah, I see it, and then it's gone. Then it's just in the deep recesses of my computer that I'll never be able to find. With Blake, he's going to categorize it. He'll have all the, it'll be there forever.
He'll tag it. Frumpy, Zitty, Kyle, but
Well, that's why I have to make sure to establish this pact. I do want to send him funny pics, but I'm a little nervous.
Now, hear me
about
out,
where they're
guys.
going to end up.
Because I think this is a really, really good idea. Since we're talking sending nudes to each other, which I'm like, I mean, maybe, sure. But don't we want to take really artful, artistic, hardcore porno shoot?
Oh my.
And like maybe we start an OnlyFans where it's just real hot content from us. And then I kind of walk that back. I think what we should do is we have like really very sexual
sex with each other.
Yeah, I'm not saying sex with each other.
Okay.
Sensual. I said sexual. What I mean is sensual photos.
Okay.
Different things. Very
that
different
we
things.
sell when we go on tour, and they're like calendars. We do like sexy calendars.
Oh, okay.
Merch.
I love your merch
is some merch.
ideas. So
I got my merch brain is just firing today, boys.
So just 12 photos, or like, are we talking about one of those 365 where you pull one off every day?
I think
no.
that might be too much work and a lot of nudity.
But
from
think
us.
about this. Think about this. If on the first day it's just a shot of your flaccid penis, and then every day you peel back, it's like it gradually getting harder.
Oh, it gets harder,
Okay.
and then on New Year's Eve, you bust.
Yes.
Yeah, New Year's Eve you bust. All right.
Right.
Cool. Wow. So there's like actual. Yeah, that's
wait,
kinda
so this
interesting.
just isn't the erection growing? You're actually stimulating yourself?
This is
No.
a flip book with 365 frames, and the first frame is a flaccid wang,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
the last frame is a CS.
Well, we could release that and then never just say it's our collective dick.
Right.
And what we could do is take this much photo of just a little 1-inch photo.
I
of
actually
each of our
like this
dicks.
idea.
Goodbye.
This I'm down.
It's a Frankenstein version of a dick, and it's just our collective dick. So
Frankenweenie?
You're only showing this much of your dick.
I would
Right.
be down to put all of our dicks together in a Photoshop and make a bigger
Wait,
dick.
who's the Voltron on the crew? Who's the head, bro?
I said Frankenweenie, and I didn't get a yes points.
Oh, yes, points. Points.
I'm gonna go plant traffic.
points.
Sorry, man. Hard
Give
work,
him
bro.
points. There we go. There we go.
You got your points, bro. I'm giving you flowers, bro.
Yeah, and so I think that's like some really cool merch or NFT.
Actually, I was thinking that like all this NFT shit I could give a fuck about, but doesn't it seem like the best place to drop like your nudes or sex tape if you are going to do that?
Right.
Like make it
why?
like exclusive?
Yeah, but it could still be everywhere on the internet.
If that person puts it out there.
Right.
But then that devalues it, right? So
Yep.
you're just buying it to put it out there. Because the whole thing of value is there's only one. There can only be one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you say, come over to my house. I have the nude. I will show it to you, but you have to pay at the door to see it.
Yeah.
To see
the
Blake's,
mail order.
Blake's
the-
gooch.
I bet Blake would get the most money for his nude. That's what I think. I think
Thank
you
you.
would you would collect the most coin.
If you watch Kyle's NFT, it's like that movie The Ring, where like you see his butthole with like the hair, and all of a sudden this fucking girl with long hair crawls out of it and fucking takes your soul.
Bro, how did they not make a Ring porno parody? This ain't the Ring.
Oh, bro, I guarantee you that shit exists. The cock ring, it exists for sure.
It's
out
just
there.
the O-ring, dude. It's somebody's butthole.
Kyle, were we together when we tried to? I think it was me and Austin, and it was when I first moved to California, and me and Austin drove up to Hollywood to like drive around Hollywood and see the sights. And we were driving down Santa Monica Boulevard. We were like, what should we do all day? And we're like, maybe we should just go to a movie. And then we see that little theater. We stop.
Something you can do anywhere.
Well,
Here we are in Hollywood. Let's go to a movie
we drove
theater.
around for like 2 hours and just were like, we don't know what to do. Let's just go to a movie. And then we drive past and we see it's Lord of the Rings, and we're like, oh, that's weird. That movie's already out, but we love that movie. Let's just get stoned and watch Lord of the Rings. And we go, and it was Lord of the Cock Rings.
Oh, not what you were
that-
expecting, huh?
It was that gay theater on Santa Monica Boulevard, which I don't know. It's called like Studs or whatever. Yeah.
Duds.
What if I
Studs,
named
yeah.
like 12 of those theaters? Oh, you're talking about the cat theater? Oh, no. Fancy Pants Theater? Grip It and Rip It Theater?
Pussycats? Grip It and Rip It Theater.
No? Not that one? What else?
That's-
Those
Rip it and rip it.
those movie theaters are like basically gone though, right?
Well, I think if ArcLight closed, those probably closed as well.
Right.
Yeah.
AMC Theaters is hurting.
Is struggling. I don't know if Studs made it through the Rona, or maybe it did.
Maybe it did.
Adam, you're saying because of porno on the internet and stuff?
Yeah, I was saying porn on the internet.
Yeah, but like
I
those are
guess-
places where people go to meet people.
Yeah, you go there to.
MEAT.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you meet each other.
Yeah.
I want to meet you.
But really only like it only works for like gay porno, right? Because chicks aren't really going to.
Yes. Generally. I mean, they grip it and rip
Wait,
it.
there's straight porno theaters, right? Those exist.
Yeah.
There's straight porno theaters, right? Or is that just a thing of the
I
past?
think that's
might
what I'm
not
saying.
I
I think it's a
think-
thing of the past. I think for the most part, it's just gay porno, man.
Yeah. Let's give them hats off
Which,
to
by
'em.
the way, I'm trying to get us in. I'm trying to get us into that.
merch.
They're keeping it alive.
baby.
merch.
Should we do our tour only at adult theaters?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's support the arts.
That's genius.
That's a
Needs a
really,
spot.
really good idea.
Arts is what I call guys. They're just named Art.
Arthur.
Support the Arthurs.
I feel like all those guys in those theaters are named Art.
Which
Follow,
we're gonna have some
follow.
hot merch coming down the pipeline if I have my ways.
Calendars.
Calendars, pornos, NFTs of our buttholes,
Yeah.
photos of our dicks photoshopped together as one dick.
And
The
stay
Frank
tuned
and
for when we
Minnie.
come to your city and perform at your porno theater.
Now, would you guys do this? Would you release a photo of your butthole if we all took photos of our butthole and then they just took? It was just we split the butthole into fours and it's just.
I'm pissed
Like
now.
a pie.
Honestly, I'm into anything where we're splitting our private parts
And then
and
people have to
making
guess
one. Yeah.
whose is what.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's so cool.
I do too. That is
This is
Arthur.
important.
I'm into it, man.
That shit's important.
I think people would dig it, man.
I feel like the product will be so worth it, and I'll be proud of it for my entire life. Like,
Wait till you see our dick.
People are gonna lose. They're gonna be like, "Yo, this is important. Has the best drops. They did the butthole drop. Did you get it? Oh, It's sold out.
Our dick. Blake said it right there. It's called Our Dick.
I will never, ever, ever show my dick to the public. I will show our dick all the time.
Every day of the
our
week.
collective butthole.
And should we
I'll
switch it
show
up
my-
though? So like somebody like it's my base and then like Adam's base next time, Kyle's head. Like
Oh yeah, if you collect them all,
You
if
gotta
collect
collect
them
them
all,
all.
you can kind of like back page of Mad Magazine it together, like fold it, and you can. If you know how to fold right, you can figure out what all of
Right.
our dicks look like.
Or like a Garbage Pail Kid puzzle where if you flip them all over, it's the butthole. So if you collect all 16 or whatever of the dicks, you flip them all over and you get the butthole.
I don't want anything. I don't want anything.
Carl, I thought you liked this idea.
I like the idea of using 1/4. I don't like the idea of giving them a trail to see the real thing. Like,
What? No, it's not. It's a trail to see the quartered butthole.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
thought it
I'm
was like
saying,
which
no,
is also
I'm
a
saying-
magic eye of Kyle's dick.
I'm into Magic Eye. I could never do them. Those are tight.
Oh, what if we?
my
it's
God.
all 4 of our buttholes, and then the magic eye. If you stare into it long enough,
Right.
You
is
see our dick.
You see the
our
lady.
dick.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna fully see.
No, you'll
my
just see the
personal
magic
dick?
eye. The magic eye outline.
Yeah, it's just a magic eye outline.
Okay, that's cool. As
Get
long
over
as you're
it.
not seeing my own personal.
How do you
dick.
build a magic eye? Because that, hey, also I feel good merch.
Yeah.
Bring magic eyes back.
Did I ever show you guys that I was in a Kid Rock music video?
Wait,
I knew this was just Durz's way to bring up his Kid Rock music video.
What do you
forgot
mean? When
about
did
this.
I didn't? Huh?
this whole pod has been just one big long
one
con.
long
It's
con.
talking about being a fucking Kid Rock video.
Moving the conversation. You've been moving the conversation over towards your Kid Rock video.
Yeah, honey, I did it. Yeah, it's gonna air next week. I'm excited
Okay,
too.
congratulations, buddy. You made it.
Yeah, and while you tell us the story of this, I will be seeing it if it's on your IMDb, because if it's
It's for sure. No. My homie Brian got like cast as like a bare knuckle boxer, and he's like, "Yo, my other buddy dropped out," and he was like, "Can you come do this?" And I'm like, "What is it?" And he's like, "We're just bare knuckle boxing, shirts off, in front of the like drummer from Kid Rock." And I was like, "Sure." And I think I got like $250 or something. It was
And
great.
but then in the video, like you can't really tell. It's like always like kind of on your back, and you're like blurry and shit. And I was salty. I wanted you to be the star of that fucking video. I was like,
it ended up being Kid Rock.
yeah. It sucked, dude.
I will say that the shit that kind of freaks me out, but I kind of do want to try it. Have you seen like the 3D printer food?
Whoa, whoa! Talk to me, baby. What is this?
Like I saw some steaks where it's like all like 3D printed from like I don't know, like organic materials or something, but it looks like steak, but it's completely synthetic. It's
So is it like
weird,
Oh,
wild
wow.
stuff.
it's edible?
You
It's
say
edible.
it's paper?
It's
No,
edible.
it's made of organic tissue or
Wait,
whatever.
you printed it. It's paper?
It's science.
This is like using the medical technology where they can rebuild organs and stuff like that.
Right,
Where
right.
they
Would they
can
glue
like,
the ear on that fucking mouse or whatever?
yeah, they can with skin tissue. They can actually like make
my
tissue
dick bigger?
appear. Yeah,
So you're telling me you can beef it
make
up?
Frankenweenie huge.
Can you 3D print me some new testicles?
Wait,
Some
would-
length.
Here's my question: Would you eat Adam? Mostly for you because you're a steak guy. You eat steak 9 days
Lots
a
of
week.
steak.
It's science.
Would you eat a cow that was cloned?
Oh, clone meat.
Yeah. Sure. Yes, points.
Zero hesitation.
My hesitation was why would I hesitate? Like, why would I not? And then I thought about it for a brief moment and was
And
like,
nothing
fuck
popped
it. Yeah, no.
Nothing. But
Why would I not? Why would I not?
Because
Yeah,
it's
why
like
not?
cloned. It's like it's not. It didn't come from my God.
On this pod, we trust science, okay? We're going to put whatever the scientists tell us in our body, okay?
there we go. When you clone something, does that something start as a baby or does it just come out the exact
Yes,
opposite?
yes.
Like, how does that work?
It has to grow up. Like people,
does?
So like people
That's
who
fucked
got
up.
cash they'll have like a dog die and they'll pay like 250 G's to have the same dog cloned and grown. So they just keep re-upping.
That
Where-
is the
where-
sixth day. That's
where-
the
that
sixth
is-
day. That's repet.
Yeah. So would you eat that dog, Adam?
Would I eat a dog? I probably would.
The cloned pet.
Well, you have to consider that eating dogs is cool.
I will say it is in the movie Sixth Day, and for anybody who hasn't seen this Arnold movie, underrated as fuck. Check out the Sixth Day.
What is his
Great
character's
film.
name in that movie?
Ben Glebe? What is his name? No. Who the fuck is Ben Glebe? No.
Ben is he's a comedian.
Oh, yeah.
A very deep cut comedian?
Wow.
Why did that come up? What's his name?
Because you're obsessed with him.
No, they're saying Streisand revealed that 2 of her 3
Cotton
Toulour dogs were clones.
Mm-hmm.
See, but that's some Barbara
Hey, if
Streisand
Streisand's
shit,
doing
bro.
it, I'm down.
She's in the Illuminati for sure.
We should clone her.
What's his name in the Sixth Day?
Well, isn't it if we are able to clone these animals and then eat them,
is it
would
Gordy?
we not
Gordy Brewer?
Is it Gordy Brewer? Sorry, Adam, go ahead.
would we not be able to would that cut down on like the all the
No, because it's the same animals. It's the same amount of animals.
But could you maybe clone them so they didn't fart all the time? Because that's the issue, right? Isn't that the whole thing with global warming?
Cow
is all
farts
these...
are fucking the ozone.
But the methane's got to
fucking
go
cow.
out of somewhere. Like that's gas. Gas you don't want in your body. That's why it gets expelled. Like you don't. That's why you dookie
fart.
Because if the dookie stays in, that's bad stuff.
So you don't think there's in years we won't develop science that will make it so we don't have to fart? We can like somehow expel that gas.
You'll probably be able to get a little second butthole put in wherever you want it, like an open second butthole that just can like.
Remember those whistles from when you were a kid that go?
Oh, a kazoo.
No. They had like a pinwheel. A pinwheel in
It's not
them,
a kazoo.
and they would go.
It's a pinwheel whistle. It's not a kazoo.
Pretty
Sounds like
kazooey.
Hey guys, slide in these guys' DMs. Send them pictures of the whistle with the little pinwheel on the inside that go.
Preferably
exactly what
while
you're
it's
talking
hanging out of your butt.
Bury it in the nude. I don't want that to happen. Look, that's where the buck stops to me. I fart, okay? You're not going to take it away from me? You're not going to change it.
Well, that's what I would. The only way I would change it is if I could have multiple buttholes.
Well, I would
Like, if
like
I
to
could
not
reroute.
fart. If there was a pill or something where I never farted again, I would do that. I don't.
What the fuck?
You guys love farting, and I hardly ever do.
That's
And
insanity.
That's one of your greatest defense mechanisms, Adam. Don't you realize if you're being attacked by an animal, the first line of defense is you fart
No,
on them.
what you're supposed to do is, and Blake, I'm quoting Blake. You're supposed you're supposed to reach down their throat.
That's
You're supposed
that's
to
a
put your
wildcat.
arm down their throat, and
That's
then
a
rip their
wildcat.
intestines out,
Yeah.
Specifically a
out
wildcat.
of their butthole.
Right. And then grab their dick.
But then if that doesn't work, you have to fart in their face.
Right. No, you have to fart across their uvula.
Well, that's the opposite because dogs wouldn't dogs when you fart around a dog, he will dive snout first into your asshole.
Dogs
They
are different.
love it.
Yeah, dogs
Right.
They
rock.
love it.
Dogs rock.
Snout
That's a
first.
companion animal. That's a companion animal.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful man.
Now, as a comedian, though, I don't even know. The comedian's perspective of ditching farts is absolutely absurd to me. Like, how much have you laughed in your life over farts? And you're just saying,
countless.
without a blink of an eye, I don't want it no more.
Adam, to be
That's
honest,
some bullshit.
I've never laughed at you if it wasn't a fart. So
Yeah, it's always
You willing
fart
to give that
related. So you're trying to pull the rug out of your whole career and your friendship.
Oh shit.
What's up?
I guess I thought you guys liked my personality. So, but it is our relationship is fart based.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're just realizing that your entire sense of humor is hinged on your farting.
Huh. I guess I didn't know that. And that would be my first. I would like to start the take backs and apologies. I'd like to take back saying that I'd give up farting because I didn't realize it had so much weight on our relationship and our friendship. And if it means that much to you guys, I'm gonna stay farting, guys.
thank you.
I wish I could queue up a wet one right now. A little fart mic, but
I need,
I don't have
I
one.
need some
Is
farts.
Kyle's the only one who's farted on the podcast, right?
I did do
believe so.
that.
And that was real nice. That was a juicy
Should
one.
probably
got one
do it
right now? You
more,
got one in the
I guess.
chamber?
And I guess I'll I'm sitting with a pee, pretty heavy with a pee, so I don't know that I'll be able
You
to pull
can't
it off.
pinch and
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying right
pissed
now.
now.
I'm doing a wiggle, and I think the liquid's coming first, so I'm not going to do that to you guys. And I apologize for not peeing on the microphone.
You can also don't they call it the fruit basket, where you like kind of pull your nuts through the back of your legs and then just kind of have like them sitting at the bottom of your butt crack, little fruit basket?
Yes, that's a thing.
You want to see it? You want to see me? I can demonstrate.
Go for it.
We would love to see it.
This is important.
You saying you can demonstrate, but I don't think that you are actually going to do it. So yeah, I'd love to see it.
I don't know if legally I can.
Yeah, you can.
I don't understand the mechanics of it, so if you could show it to me, that'd be great.
Sheriff Devine says you're good.
Legally, you can. Yeah, for sure. She says sure.
We got a sure on
Producer
the chat.
Anna says sure. We can see it.
Anna, you
All
pervert.
right, hold on 1 second. Let me see. All right, let me see.
Are we gonna get some kiwis? We're gonna bite these kiwis whole or what?
I eat the skin.
Actually, I feel like I just took a shower and it was cold, so like my balls are kind of really close, like hugging my body.
Oh,
Okay.
So what? You can't stretch them back? What's
I'm
up?
trying.
a lot of people when they take showers, their balls like sort of hang low.
Elongate,
because they're-
yes.
Yeah, 'cause
This was a
it's-
cold shower. I took a cold shower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, here he goes. He's showing us the butt. We got the best
butt?
the best butt.
Well, we just see your ass.
There it is.
No, it was a side. It was a side. Well, okay.
It was a side.
well, laugh.
Well, that was great. They look like
Science.
two, and those looked really soft and shaved. Do you shave your nuts?
Well,
shave
you
your
guys,
nuts?
you guys know I'm not a very hairy guy,
Right.
other than my head.
Yo, your
Sure.
nuts looked like they were holding their breath. They were hella pink.
Yeah.
They were like
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
going past
They
a
were
graveyard in the car.
Going under a tunnel trying to make a wish. Yeah, man, I wasn't prepared. All right, sorry.
Hey, big ups for doing that, bro. Good
Thanks,
job,
man.
man. Yeah,
Thanks.
no, it was cool. You followed through.
I did not think you were going to do it, Blake. I thought you were
man.
going to put the whole thing through. I thought it was going to be dick and balls, but you promised balls, and balls were delivered.
I was
So-
looking for a hello.
If you do just the balls out the back, that's the fruit basket. What if you take the dick
I think
and
it
the
is
balls
a-
and pull them?
I
Well,
thought
that's a
all of it
banana.
was I thought it was all because it's a banana and the yes.
And then a few plums,
Berries.
Oh, now it makes
berries,
sense to me.
peaches.
Adam,
Yeah.
I love when we hit the same wavelength.
We're always hitting the
We're like,
same
and it's the banana, yeah, and then the orange and the apple. Yeah. That said, rest in peace. Let's give him his flowers.
Hey, flowers to Rodney.
Speaking of giving flowers, Conan O'Brien's last night on
Yeah,
television
wow.
is tonight,
Yep.
and we
All
a few
right.
episodes back we gave him flowers. I feel maybe we give him some more flowers. We don't have to talk about him because we
Is
did.
is
but
Jackie B
flowers.
Jackie B's the last guest, right? Is that right?
Jackie Joyner,
Jackie
Joyner Kersey.
Jackie Black.
Jackie Black.
Oh,
Jackie
okay.
Black.
Okay, I thought we were still talking about Jackie, and I was like, that would be a weird last guess.
She is the final guest.
Coming back to coming to
Hey,
Yeehaw.
Conan.
Yeah, people are starting to say like because like we mentioned McAfee. McAfee died. We gave Conan his flowers.
We haven't given Conan his flowers, but we will.
We gave Conan his flowers. Now he's off air. I'm starting to think like our podcast might be kind of like a "Are You Afraid of the Dark" episode, where it's like
Right.
whoever we mention goes off the air or dies.
Okay.
Whoa,
Right.
Or
that's a lot of power.
I'll be honest. I was kind of stoked that like we gave Conan his due before it was like announced. Now everyone's like, here's a picture of me with him. I was there when. I love him. It's like, well, we did that without him announcing anything.
Yep.
So we're better.
I just love them. Yeah.
So we're better. So it is about us.
Better humans, we rock. We
Yeah.
are the best.
we actually won as far as like the contest of giving flowers. We gave the best flowers. They
Right.
were the
Yes,
freshest
yes.
flowers.
Yes.
The people that are like sort of posting photos with Conan now, those are like old wilted flowers that are gross and stinky.
Right. Those are like funeral flowers. Ours were like,
Yeah.
surprise, here's some flowers.
Yeah, ours are birthday flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, even better than birthday. You're right. They are just because.
They're just because we love you. And, I'd like to give us flowers for giving those flowers unsolicited.
So if you were a comic or an actor that posted with Conan about his last day, Fuck you.
Fuck
okay?
you. Yeah,
Fuck
you're going to
you.
hell.
Fuck you. You're rotting in hell, you piece of shit. You made his last day about you. It's about Conan, and we did that weeks and weeks ago. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That
Then
being
we
said,
brought
I might post something.
Then we brought it back around and made it about us. So like then
Well,
we did it.
I kind of helped and made sure we didn't do that a little bit, just a little bit, because it is about us now.
Hey, did you guys know that Jeffrey Dahmer, serial killer,
Yes.
My twin.
he drilled in people's heads, and then he'd pour. McBride was telling me this. He poured fucking orange juice in people's heads he wanted to turn them into zombies.
What?
That was like his thing.
Orange juice. I don't know about the orange juice detail, but he would for sure draw small, like lobotomize his victims before he would murder them. Like,
Is that nice or is that mean? I guess that's nice, right? Because they
What?
don't know. Then they don't know what's happening.
yeah. Well,
You guys are just so negative. I'm trying to be
Lobotomizing is
positive.
nice. Wait, hold on.
The nicest thing would be to not murder them.
Yeah, just go have coffee with them.
But then if you are going to murder someone, you shoot them right in the head. You just murder them.
So he's
but not.
lobotomizing them, so they don't know what's happening. At least.
But they still feel things.
I'm just. They don't know, but they don't know.
No, this is not good.
I remember when I used to like really, I don't know. I'm not still obsessed with serial killers.
What's up?
But my aunt used to have this encyclopedia of serial killers at her house. And when I was really young, I would always go to her.
How's she doing these days?
She's great. She loves her cats. She loves me. It's all fine. She has a pool. She's an awesome person. But this book was like the encyclopedia of serial killers. And those books always have like 10 pages of crime scene photos.
Pictures in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like strangely addicted, and it would scare the fuck out of me, but I was like strangely addicted to looking at those photos.
Whoa.
I love it.
Blake, if you got a role as like a crazy serial killer, would you, and they're like, but we want him bald. Would you shave your head? What would it take for you to shave your head?
Shave, not just a haircut. 2 bits.
This is a shaved head situation. Woke has gone 7 seasons. You're already done with Woke, okay?
Right.
You
I'll
don't
tell you
need
what,
the
if
money.
I'm in this southern heat long enough, I might shave my damn head. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, my gosh.
God damn. It's hot as hell. I got a sweaty back of my neck, dude.
You are funny.
Okay, but now you're deflecting.
Yeah.
What would it take? What would it take?
Yeah, this is a great question. What would it take to cut your hair? This is a great question.
Not cut your hair.
Shave your fucking
your
head.
I mean, it would be a bit of an identity crisis for me. I would do it for a role, though. I would.
Why don't you cry about it?
Grows back.
about it? Thank you, God.
How long would it take you to grow your hair back? 2.5, 3 years?
I have no idea. I mean,
You would never, because it would go through that weird phase that you went through when we lived together, where it just was like a little mushroom top.
You can get back through it. The Guarini phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Where you just look like Corbin Blue, like for like 2 years straight.
Corbin Blue. Who's that?
I don't know.
He was the kid from High School Musical.
Tight.
Wow,
Nice
Durs,
pull.
don't act like you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know about Corbin Blue,
Oh, dude.
I never saw High School Musical either.
Okay, so first of all, hang on. You don't watch Game of Thrones? You don't watch Game of Thrones and High School Musical?
No, dude.
What are you guys watching, man? You gotta watch the good stuff.
Fair enough.
What are you guys investing in? Car shows and swimming? Jesus Christ.
You don't watch High School Musical or Game of Thrones. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, at least I seen Men in Black, okay?
I've seen
Oh,
I've seen Men in Black.
At least I seen
This
Men
dude
in
brought
Black,
a gun to a
bro.
knife fight.
All right.
Hey,
All right.
yeah,
No
I've
more
seen it,
Mr.
though.
Knife Guy.
Adam just got seated. He's like, okay, all right, fine.
I've seen it.
Fuck it.
I've seen it. I don't remember the last part where you were looking underneath a cat's collar. I don't remember.
You don't remember
You don't
that?
remember when they zoom out and the entire universe is just in a marble that's in on a cat's collar, and you're like, Oh, fuck, dude.
No, I probably left the theater to go watch Austin Powers again. That's probably what I did.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's tight. I see
was
you.
like, if I leave 15 minutes early, I could catch Austin. I could catch all of Austin Powers. So
I can get the mini-me reveal again.
I make this shit look good.
yeah, baby, yeah.
Thank you,
Just
Anders.
the two of us. Damn.
Do I make you horny, baby?
How many?
So back to work. I worked yesterday with Mark Evan Jackson, who did a couple episodes of Workaholics.
Funny guy.
And he's super funny dude. He's been on like almost everything. And he was saying like so often young men come up to him and say, this thing's not going to suck itself, which is a line that he said on our show. And this is like super straight-laced guy. So I was wondering if you guys can think of, even with Snapchat memory, who we gave like the worst case scenario role to, where like people come up to them and are like quoting the worst fucking line ever.
Probably Just Anna. Probably the girl who played Just Anna, and they're like talking about slapping their pussy to her.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's.
I don't remember. There's so much of the show that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like after season 2, I do not remember 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 at all. Like I'll see photos.
Like
and
Game
be
of
like,
Thrones.
Oh yeah, kinda. Well, like people will all the time say something to me that's way off the cuff, and I'm like, oh, am I about to fight a man? Like they'll just say some shit that I'm just like
what?
It's so I couldn't even tell you. It's just way out of bounds, and I'm just like, I don't.
All right, we'll imagine it.
No, and they're like, "That's you said that. Yeah, that's you." And I'm like, "What?"
right.
I'm quoting
And
you.
then they have to like back explain, and then they're disappointed, and I'm like, "I'm sorry. We said a lot of shit in that show. There's a lot of stuff." And you never know what someone's gonna like. You know that they're gonna grab a hold of like the big catchphrases, the tight buttholes, the
You're ready for that.
the let's go, on those kind of things.
Right.
But
They
like
hit me-
the deep cuts, it's because it's like when you watch a show with a group of friends, like one little thing might
Right.
stick out to you guys, and then you say that to each other all the time. And then you come to us
science.
and we don't know what you're talking about a lot of time. Well, do you remember when we went to the SNL after party and I almost got in a fight with Andy Samberg?
Yeah, it was a weird shouting match of two people not listening to each other.
It was like music was super loud. Jillian was writing for SNL that season. Remember, it was the season we were writing
right,
Workaholics, and we weren't sure if Jillian was going to be able to do it because she's now a writer on SNL, and we
Right.
weren't sure if scheduling was going to work out.
We went
And
to go
she-
give her flowers.
Yes, and she invited us to come stay with her for the weekend and go to like the SNL after parties with her and stuff. And we're like, oh, hell yeah. And so we go to New York to visit Jillian, and we go to the after party, and Andy Samberg's there, and we're all fans, and it was cool. And she introduces us, and the music's loud, and he's sitting across the table, and Jillian goes, Andy, this is my friend Adam. Adam, this is Andy. And I go, hey, I'm Adam. And he goes, no, I'm Andy. It's Andy. And I go, I know, I'm Adam. And he's like, it's Andy. It's Andy. And I'm like, I know you're Andy. I'm Adam.
Right.
And he's like, I'm Andy. And it was like, that went back and forth. And I was like, I know you're Andy.
Jillian runs back in. What is happening?
Jillian like went to the bar and came back, and we're like, he's standing up, we're yelling. I'm like, I know you're Andy.
I'm like, what is happening?
Fuck you, asshole.
Shut up.
And then we had the same agent at that time, and my agent called me that next week when we were back in the writer's room at Workaholics, and he was like, hey, Andy called me and said that you guys almost got in a fist fight because he misheard you and thought you were calling him Adam.
I didn't know it got that real.
Yeah. And then he was like, yeah, he just wanted to, and actually we squashed it there. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. People call me Adam all the time. It just bugs me. I thought you were doing it to like shit on me. And I'm like, oh no.
I thought you were quoting an old YouTube video. I got fucking pissed, bro.
Back. Adam over back.
This is important.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, baby.
You know this. I'm hella amped.
Blake, did you masturbate on a flight when you were a kid watching
What's
some
up?
movie?
What? Where is this coming from? Why?
I heard a little clip of.
What is this gotcha? What is this gotcha journalism?
This is gotcha
right
journalism.
out the gate.
Well,
Jesus.
no, you said it on another podcast. I'm wondering why you're telling cool stories about masturbating on planes on other podcasts, and you're not mentioning it on our podcast when that's obviously a cool story to tell.
Well, first off, I will shout out. Yeah, but still a very friend of the pod, at least from this square of the circle. Yeah, I told that story on their podcast because we didn't have a podcast yet.
Well, what is their podcast? You got to call them out.
Yeah, but still is the podcast.
Oh yeah, but still. Oh, I thought you were just saying a phrase.
Yeah, Jack Wagner, Brandon Wardell. Yeah, big shout out to the pod.
Okay, so you want to give us that story over here, or is you've already?
Well, now I
burned
feel like they should go over to that pod and check it out there. But
Did you just hit the friendship button for them or for us?
Yeah, what was that?
for all of
The
us?
fuck is happening? No.
This is a friendship family. Why am I? I'm feeling very interrogated right
Well, yeah,
now.
he jumped out the gate. He interrogated you.
I didn't mean to. I literally.
It seems like you did.
Yeah,
well,
you came
I
out
didn't mean
hot,
to-
and I
well,
support you, but
Okay,
you came out
this
hot.
isn't. I wasn't trying to
pissed
get
now.
at my guy. I was just wondering. I just heard it. It was like 5 minutes ago. I heard this little clip of Blake telling this funny story, and I'm like, why he never told this story? I feel like we've been telling jerk off stories, Jo stories all the time on this podcast.
Yeah,
We're always
true.
telling some epic tales, and
Yeah.
Blake had just left this one in the cut when I feel like this one's prime for.
This is important.
Yeah.
This is important.
Oh, buddy.
Whoa! Fucking no, the double diss.
It came very organically in that podcast. It wasn't like I was just like chomping at the bit to tell about the time that I JO'd on an airplane in my youth. This is
How
this is
old were you?
pre-cum.
Let's dive in.
This is pre.
Yes.
This is pre.
What's pre? Just the air shots?
Yeah, when you used to just kind of, and that was
Oh,
it.
by the way, I feel like a lot of women, a lot of females don't know that was a thing. Like I told Chloe, I was telling some story a few weeks ago, and I tell Chloe this. She's like, "What do you mean nothing came out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, before you hit puberty, it doesn't come out." And I was a little late hitting puberty.
Right.
I was like kind of the smaller kid, and so I was like bummed when it started to happen. And I'm like, I gotta clean this up every time now.
Right.
Yeah.
There used to be no evidence. Now all of a sudden, there's evidence everywhere.
There's so
that-
much evidence.
There's
Well,
so much evidence.
remember when it first starts, it's just like one clear teardrop. And it's,
Oh, really? That's how you
well,
saw
for
it?
me, yeah, it was like my dick cried one tear of joy.
You are bringing back specific memories. This is so weird.
You didn't do one single teardrop, or you just started one day, the faucet turned on, and you were
No,
just like,
I just said you brought back like a very specific memory from me of that exact thing.
oh, you do remember when you just had the
I
very
didn't
first.
remember until just now, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think it was only pre, right? I think that was just what it was. It wasn't like a.
It wasn't a load.
This is
I don't
important.
know if there was-
I want to rewind a second to when Blake was jerking off on this airplane.
Okay.
Who are you
What?
with, by the way?
Yeah, how old were you? I want some details here. Maybe you don't want to tell the whole story. Maybe we're only going to get part of the story, but I
what's wild,
I think it's important.
I just got done texting my dad about how he listens to the podcast while he does his biking, and I'm like, okay,
Cycling?
well,
He's a cyclist as well.
the way this came about is I used to because I came from a divorce home, but I still would go in between
why don't you cry about it?
my mother and father's house. You lose. But I would take a plane to see my dad because he lived in Southern California, so I was an unintended minor on planes quite a bit.
So how old were you when you started jerking off on planes?
Well, so this
regularly?
is what I was talking about on but still is we were talking about how like Game Pro magazines, there was a time when like Tomb Raider was the hot shit, and like virtual titties were like
Lara Croft.
yeah, they were all up in the building. So I'd be
Yeah,
flipping
yeah.
through the Game Pro and I'd see like Dead or Alive Volleyball, which was like this
DOA.
yeah, where it was just like fake video game titties, but it got my young
I remember that.
dick on swole, boy.
So once again, how old?
So it was last year.
We're just like,
I know. I'm trying to get any information. You're telling all the shit that we're not asking.
Let's look.
I like it, Blake. I like your story, Blake.
I like
dig
it too. I'm just saying he's being cagey with the details.
I would probably say it was in junior high, right? That's probably when Tomb Raider was firing, and I wasn't. I was still shooting blanks. Like,
I wonder if we can find out exactly what flight it was, because there's like records of this, right?
You were shooting blanks in junior high, bro? Oh my God.
You know that about me.
I was full blown loading.
I was a late bloomer. Boost Mobile is now a legit nationwide 5G network with coverage across 99% of America.
The problem is, no one takes them seriously. Yet.
So they've tasked me, a comedian, with convincing all you people out there that Boost Mobile is a serious 5G network.
Time to put on my serious voice. Boost Mobile is serious, guys.
So freaking serious, so serious that they're offering unlimited text, talk, and data for just $25 a month? Forever? Are you taking me seriously?
Boost Mobile is now a legit nationwide 5G network. Seriously. The Boost Mobile network includes roaming coverage from partner networks, which covers 99% of the U.S. population. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds.
Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan. I think like the hentai titties are pretty cool, but why is it that every hentai video, the like super hot chicks with the giant titties also have like a monster hog cock? What is that?
So what is?
There's not just one straight up
I don't know
sex?
hentai very well. I apologize.
I'm also not in that world.
It's like the CGI porno where you're like, you click on it and you go, oh, this could be cool. And you're like, whoa, look how good the graphics have come. It's pretty hot. And then it's just a giant veiny hog on a woman. And you're like, it's not really my thing. Is there any?
Yeah, well, it's some people's thing, okay? Don't kink
But
shame,
it's
okay?
all of it. I'm saying, is there a little something for the freaks like me that's still like it natch?
Well, have you looked up hentai woman no dick?
That's too much. I don't want to start Googling.
Then you're
it.
in the weeds. Then you're a hentai guy, okay? You don't want to be a hentai guy.
I don't want to be a hentai guy. And no offense to the hentai guy.
Maybe try Googling specifically what you'd like, you know?
I know, but like then I'm like seeking
He's
it
an
out.
accidental. He's like, oops,
Yes,
this
thank you,
video,
Adam.
how did this come into the queue? I'm not a familiar.
Sure, I get that. The rabbit hole. I get it.
Ripping and the tearing.
What is this demon fucking a woman here?
Yes,
Let's click on that.
Here's what I'll say about any animated pornography. It gets weird quick. It's like a portal to bizarre stuff. You know, no kink shaming, but it gets weird. It has a dark side to it as well.
Yeah, we can kink shame some stuff because some stuff is, fucking a bizarre world.
Saying it's bizarre doesn't necessarily mean it's shameful. It's just saying it is bizarre. Right? I think we can agree that.
Let's dissect the word bizarre with the root word bi. Okay. So that means two. Czar.
Pre-bizarre.
A czar was a king or a sultan in mid-century Russia, right?
Right.
How old were you when you jerked off on flights?
We want a number.
I don't have a pinpoint date. I will try to find the Game Pro, and that got me going.
Well, will you tell us about the plane,
The experience.
the equipment, as they call it?
Was it a nighttime flight? Was this midday?
Yeah.
Were you going there in the middle of the morning?
Tell me about
who
like
were
the
you
seat
sitting next to?
situation.
Yeah,
is
'cause
this
you
like a one seat on the other side and two on the other? Because you're just flying from LA from
It's
airport to what?
It's a 45-minute flight.
And what kind of pants are you rocking? Sweatpants?
Are these
This
sweatpants?
is middle school.
You're unaccompanied. Who were you sitting next to?
There's details that are foggy, but it was not a night flight. It was like an afternoon flight.
You
Afternoon flight.
And and there was a gentleman sitting next to me, but he was sleeping. He was sleeping.
Wait,
And
wow. A gentleman
attacked?
sleeping. There was a gentleman sleeping next to you.
I know for damn certain you guys must have had an instant in your teenage horniest years that you JO'd a time or place that was inappropriate, or you just should have kept it on.
We're not talking about us. It's in the hundreds, if not thousands, but we're talking about you right now.
We didn't go on another podcast and talk about it. Okay?
Correct.
Yeah. See, we bring our dirty stories to this podcast.
It was pre. This is important. So
And what does that mean? Before?
Yes, it was before.
Oh, cool,
we
thank you.
had.
It's not premature.
So you were prematurely.
I was prematurely spilling my Jo beans on another.
Wait,
podcast.
this is pre-cum, or this
Yes.
is pre. Okay, so you just did an air pop on an airplane.
I did an air pop on an airplane pre-AirPods, so we know that's the time frame.
Well, that's the best time to do something like that when you're
That's
dry
when you
popping.
can get away with it. Tell your kids.
Because you don't have to clean
Well,
up anything.
let's not phrase it like that's when you can get away with it.
No, this is what I'm going to tell my
It is,
kids.
though. It is.
Yeah, and that's why we are living in a worse time. Where now children, when they're alone and they're just in their horniest state and they're just they're jiggling on the flight a little bit and just the bounce is making their balls
Turbulence.
just
That's
kind of
right.
just
And the air
off,
pressure.
off the seat, and the air pressure is kind of fucking them up. And you know, there's a stewardess there, and she's a living woman, so that's crazy.
She's a walking, talking woman.
And then there's a guy who's asleep next to you. Is that a weird
Gentleman
thing that
snoring.
turns you on for no reason?
that forearm hair he's got.
Maybe you're watching Space Jam, Lola Bunny.
But nowadays, everyone has a goddamn video camera in their pocket called a cell phone, and the kids are not safe to jerk off anymore.
Right.
Because what was the worst thing that was going to happen in the, dare I say, best decade, Blakey, the 90s? The worst thing that was going to happen is that guy's going to wake up and just see little froey Blake just all froed out, just yanking his meat stick.
Right.
You know, and that's the worst.
fucking boner right now.
And that would be a weird encounter. You'd
We
land.
could have a laugh about it.
The guy next to you definitely just gives you a nod. He's like, been there.
This is also pre 9/11, so
This
he'd
is
see my
important.
father as soon as we got off the flight, and he'd be like,
Right.
"Dude, your son, I caught him looking at Lara Croft. He's all right, all right."
They all chest bump.
He's
I like how he
all
backs
right.
you. Yeah, he's all right. All right. All right.
All right. We're
You're like a
getting
20-year-old
older.
college
We need to be making a little bit better decisions. I mean, I remember back in the day, me and Austin Anderson, friend of the pod, we
Yes,
would
sir.
drive up to Santa Barbara when we were like 18 years old, and we'd go to Santa Barbara, and then we'd walk around and look for open houses and meet the kids that were renting their rooms, like on what is that main drag called, like Playa Vista, I think, and
Sounds
would
real.
go and be like interested in like renting a room, and then would be like, well, what are you guys doing tonight? Maybe we should party, see our future roommates. And then everyone had
high-speed
parties. So
bro
we
bond.
did that like 5 different places.
This
get
is
all
how
these
like
people's,
murderers prep people.
get all these people's numbers, and then at that night we would just like call each one and be like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Hey, meet us at this party. These guys might rent a room." We just wanted to go party.
And why did you want to do that up in Santa Barbara as opposed to
'cause-
where you guys were in college?
It was a fun thing. It was a fun thing to go do because we hadn't experienced Santa Barbara yet. So we were just like, let's go up. And then we would end up. We did this like 3 times, and
Would
we
you
ended up.
crash at their houses?
We did twice, and one time. This is what would kind of percolated this memory was once I tried to sleep in the car with Austin. Like we just pulled over on the side of the road and just started to sleep, and he was snoring so loudly that I just slept in the yard next to the car. The car, and I remember like just people were I remember just a girl was jogging at like 6:30 in the morning. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Just shaking her
I
head at
fucking
you.
rock, dude.
You just roll over and start doing push-ups, and you're like, "You got to get after it." Am I right?
Yeah, I do push-ups in my own puke.
Yeah.
There was a time when I was so drunk and I drove down to Orange County from LA from
Allegedly.
film school.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Goodbye.
Drove down to see Blake at his father's house. And I was so wasted, and I think I did some cocaine that night. And then I made phone calls. I remember making phone calls the whole way down and then finding a beach and then sleeping on the beach.
This is when the listeners go, "Yep, that's why he's the sober friend."
Dude, I slept on the beach and woke up at 11 a.m. and there was a volleyball game happening like over me.
That's amazing.
You just woke up. You need a fourth, man.
Dude, I was fully jean jacketed out too. Like I had jean jacket on, sunglasses, pants, and just like.
I bet you had a really sick trucker hat during that time too. I remember that.
I feel
Kyle.
like there's a detail you're missing, Kyle.
What's
Kyle,
the
did
detail?
you not have like a fake silver grill in your mouth, like teeth?
Yeah, probably, dude.
I feel
probably.
like you might have woke up with some like a fake grill in your mouth.
Do you think they thought you washed up from the shore?
They thought you were a pirate.
Oh my God, a pirate from another time.
It's a shipwrecked man.
That man is shipwrecked.
It's a dirty brown water pirate.
That's my best friend.
Don't touch it.
This is pre-Carl from Workaholics, so there's no explanation other than you were an insane Captain Jack Sparrow, probably pre-Captain Jack.
I feel like when we were younger, we were just more willing to sleep places that weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't run the numbers in your head of survival. You just go, yeah, I'm going to go to bed right here.
I'm betting that in the Ozarks, I'm just going to find a corner of wherever we're sleeping, and I'm just going to do the hands in the armpits, just laying on the floor.
I hope
that's
I hope that for
it.
you.
I'm going to just sleep in a little owl's house in a tree. Just fold up in a little ball.
Oh, Adam doesn't like owls.
Well, Blake just stayed here with me this past weekend, and he didn't undo the covers. Didn't get under the covers.
He's a monster.
He slept on top of the covers, and it also doesn't even look like he used a pillow. He didn't get under the covers, and it seemed like he went out of the way to not use pillows.
But this is the same dude who in hotels will not sleep on the bed. He'll just sleep on the floor.
He'll sleep
with
on the
like
floor.
a
Yeah, what
comforter.
the fuck
next
is that
to
shit?
the bed. Blake is the weirdest guy I know. The fact that he just invited a bunch of people over at 3 a.m., then goes to bed, then doesn't go underneath the covers. Very nice. It's a very nice house. These guest rooms are great. I could see if this is like a dorm room or something, and you're like, I don't know, there might be all kinds of weird shit underneath here. It's like these are linens, Blake. You
These are linens
slept with
and things.
linens.
Honestly, I think in my mind, I don't do it because I get hot easily when I sleep. So I just sleep on top.
We also first night explained to him how the thermostat upstairs worked. I was like, this is yours, so you can do it whatever. If you like it really cold, you could just put it really cold. And he's like, right on. Did not touch the thermostat. Slept on top of the covers, though.
Just didn't get comfortable. Like didn't even try to get
in
comfortable.
his clothes
What's up with
for sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't peel down.
I can't
care.
do that. I run hot. I got to get the clothes off.
I was exhausted. I was done.
Yeah, we were going hard, man.
Yeah,
Probably
we
sleep
went
better under the covers, man.
true.
Like in a nice, cool room, you probably get.
I don't know
some
why I
better
was so tired. I guess it's because I sleep on the floor.
I slept in my jeans on top of the bed.
Dude, the more I think like that weird drunk sleep where you're not awake, but you wake up like you didn't sleep at all.
Yeah, it's called
just the
alcohol
way-
poisoning. You're almost dead. You know that weird sleep? It's not sleep necessarily, but you can't move and the room is spinning. You know that?
Sleep paralysis.
when the Grim Reaper visits you.
We had a lot of fun this weekend. That's all I'll say.
Well, I will say that it took like so long to not be drunk for me that next day. Like I understand why you had to stop drinking because you drink
you.
until 5,
Thank
6
you.
a.m. You would have been drunk for part of that drive home, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, no. I was making the responsible choice by going to bed at 3 in the morning.
What'd you eat for breakfast before you left? How'd you get your mind right?
He didn't. He didn't even grab coffee. We have coffee here.
What'd
And
you
he
do
was
for 5 hours? You hit a gas
I
station?
called him like a half hour into his drive. When I woke up, he's like, "Yeah, I left like half hour, 45 minutes ago, something like that." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. You get it? You get anything to eat here?" And he goes, "No, I really could use a coffee or something though." And I'm like, "You didn't stop to get yourself something?" And he's like, "No."
Dude, leaves no trace. This cat, you don't know where he's been, where he's going.
It's not malicious, dude. I just don't think about it.
Like, it's wild though. Like
dumbass.
I forgot to eat last week.
Yeah, there's a kitchen there. There's coffee pods right there.
Look, I
God,
had
it'd
like
be
half
nice.
I had half a can of Coke Zero in the car from the day before.
Yo,
So kind of
good to
weaned
go.
off of that.
You're good to go.
Wait, so when you went to the gas station, because it's a 5-hour drive, you gotta go.
Yes.
You ain't go inside and just get like a fucking
jerk off?
taquito.
Oh, I thought you.
You get a GameStop. What's it called?
But yeah, well, Blake, we've established you like to jerk off in weird scenarios.
Did you kick it in the car? Did Did you do it?
I'm reformed, man. That's not how I get down anymore. That was
That's not how you are anymore. I jerked off in a TJ Maxx once.
And
Damn,
this
son, where'd you
was
find
important. I think we might be a little premature on ending it, but God, that'd be good.
Wait, did you? Because you remember like the most legit hiding spot when you were like in like
in the
department stores?
Oh,
was you
yeah,
go
the
through the
best.
clothes?
It
and
wasn't.
then-
I must have been like 12, 13, something like that.
I was at the register.
And yeah, I was at the register. I just locked eyes. Beautiful, like looked like a wolf, this dude. And no, I was, I was sitting in a chair. I'm like waiting for my mom to buy shit, and it's just TJ Maxx. There's just shit everywhere. There's not a lot of people around. I'm like wearing a big jacket. And I'm like wearing a coat, you know. It's winter in Nebraska, and I just jerked off. I was bored. It was out of boredom.
Right.
It was
So
like
you
a
put-
jerk off out of boredom.
Yeah.
And but then I noticed a security guard who was kind of looking at me, and it's kind of hard to jerk off and not like move your arm. So I think he probably was like, this motherfucker's jerking off in this TJ Maxx.
Right.
But then I couldn't stop because I was too far down the process, so I just kept going, even though I'm
Right.
pretty sure I was already spotted.
Like
Yeah.
you spotted your pants, like you were preeing.
You were preed? Was that the first time you preed?
The pants were messed up. What I did is I went in the bathroom afterwards and threw them away.
Oh,
And
I'm
you were
doing
like,
that.
And you were like, Mom, I want to buy these pants. I'm going to wear them out of the TJ Maxx.
You threw your pants away? You threw
No,
your
not the
undies away.
pants, the undies. The undies.
Yeah,
yes.
I've thrown my undies away when I
my
sharted
Joe
before.
boxers. My Joe boxers.
Oh,
specifically.
Kyle, do tell about your
Oh,
sharding.
lots of. I've
So you were
sharted.
jacking off and then sharted?
Well, yeah, I was jacking off. That was all clean. This was pretty. No, dude, I've just thrown my undies away because I have shit myself before, like while on a shift at Brenda Teeter's.
Dude, me too. We
I
both
think we
shit
have a
our
similar-
pants at the same job.
I think we threw them out in the same place too, right? Like that.
Do you guys think you ate
that
something?
next door
What
spot?
happened?
Fucking I love teriyaki. Did you throw them out there?
You guys ate at a place called I Love Teriyaki?
It was bomb, dude. They'd give
Yeah, so
discounts
good.
to everybody who worked at Brennan Theaters, and it was very delicious, but
Yeah.
it was
Don't know.
rich.
Yeah, it was.
So you
very
guys,
rich.
it's happened to me. It must have been a few times, but just the one time that I really remember it was the stand-up comedy night that I said in one of the very first podcasts,
Yeah, the
Right,
whole
right.
turd.
where the whole turd came out and I put it in the potted plant wrapped in a napkin. But it sounds like it happens fairly frequently to you, Kyle. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's all the veggies? Do you think maybe
No. This is something that's been going on since I was the meat eater. I just have like leakage.
Oh, you got a seepage situation.
It's a seep situation. Yeah, it's just like.
A loose O? What are we thinking? Like,
Well, I
your
think I just
sphincters
sometimes
Blew
I
your
push.
O-ring?
No, sometimes I just push too hard to fart, and then some
Right.
stuff comes out. It's like
sure.
that's what happens.
It is a delicate dance, and sometimes you're like, I got total control of. Nope, I just shit my pants.
I have a fart right now. If you guys would like to hear it, would you like to hear it?
Okay.
Yes.
Nah, I don't.
Oh my God, dude.
What? Dude.
Was that real?
Surround sound. Now in Dolby.
That didn't sound real at all, dude.
Smells real, Bam. Smells real.
My.
Yeah. No, so I have great farts, like fantastic farts, and I always want to hear them, and I always want to give my best when I have
If
my
I may.
performance. And sometimes it's shit.
I just want to say, like, based on hearing the the snap, crackle, and pop of your butthole, it does not sound like it's very tight. Like, I feel like things would slip out of that.
Correct. That's
Just,
what I said.
like
just
extra
from
clappage.
the audio, you could tell that things could slide out.
Yeah, I mean, it just had a flatness to it, kind of like a little too loose and slappy. You
Yeah,
know?
it popped. It popped.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's an
And then you
correct
gave
assessment.
I thought it was all done, and then you gave it extra,
Yeah.
which tells me that's when you're really playing with fire.
That's when seepage happens.
It's also when the funniest farts happen, when you think you're done and then you hit them again. You know what I mean?
And we're
a
not-
little
yeah, of course.
pulsing action is good for the comedy.
science.
But yes, it comes with a raw deal where sometimes you shit yourself.
Yeah. Hey, man, you play with fire, you get burned.
The raw deal of shitting yourself every once in a while. I agree.
Well,
brother.
you know when it started happening? When I was like obsessed with lighting my farts on fire.
Oh,
like
right.
torquing? Are we talking about torquing?
Wait, torquing?
Yeah.
What's torquing?
Is that what you call it? Torquing?
Yeah, we call
Oh,
it
that's chorging and versus torquing.
It's not torching?
We called it torquing.
Why did you call it that?
And this is just lighting your farts on fire?
I don't know. That's how I learned it at summer camp, and I used to fucking.
You know what I
torque it
think
up.
happened? I think they said torching. You said torquing. No one told you otherwise. Then you took that home from Southern
From
summer
Southern camp.
Southern camp.
Mama, they're out
Teach you
here
how to be
talking.
more Southern. Do you think that because torquing doesn't make any sense? Torching makes perfect sense.
I will say a couple things. That's
All right.
possible. I'll say
Mm-hmm.
that's possible. Secondly, does it have to make sense? Half of this shit never makes sense. Just
True.
what's chorging?
Chorging makes a lot of sense to me.
Chorging sound. What is it? It's an That's an onomatopoeia.
Let's leave it to the people out there sliding his DMs. Let them know if torquing is a thing.
I mean, you guys were Bay Area, the suburbs,
that.
45
That's
minutes outside of the Bay Area. And
Tom Hanks.
where Tom Hanks is from. Yeah, Bay
he's
Area, 45 minutes away from Oakland. And
Tom Hanks is not from.
30, but yeah, that's cool.
But so you guys
Right,
would
45 minutes from the
sag
city,
your
right?
pants down so fucking far.
Correct.
So your whole asshole is hanging out.
That is correct.
And so there's just one tiny little thin piece of fabric between
Yes.
an open flame and your gaping, gas leaking asshole.
Well, we thought that was the safe way to do it because Blake, didn't your dad have a horror story about like when he did it bare assed
Well,
and
yeah,
his
you don't
asshole
do it,
actually
you do it through your
sucked
pants
the
too, though.
You could do it
his
through your
asshole
jeans.
actually sucked the. I don't know if it was your dad who did this, but one of his friends.
Well, this is what I was about to
Well,
ask
now
you
that we know your
guys.
dad listens to the podcast, I'm
So
pretty sure
good.
it's your dad.
And what does
They
he call
Tell
it?
it to.
No, that was what I was about to ask you dudes. I was like, did you hear the urban like legend where some kid kind of was trying to light his fart on fire and the flame sucked up into his asshole and burned his intestines?
I believe that 100%.
Yeah,
You
no, and
do.
I thought that was your dad.
No,
that
my
happened
dad's
to.
asshole is fully functioning to my knowledge.
See, so I thought I was being safe by going through the pants, but I think I might have fucked up my ass and caused seepage.
So this is the root?
Oh.
You have like a charred
Wait.
hole?
Yeah, I think this. That's right. I can draw a correlation between lighting my farts on fire and
I can draw a picture of my butthole for you guys.
Freehand from memory.
And it's just a black blob.
Squat over a mirror and give me a charcoal drawing of it, please.
Yeah.
I could draw a picture of my butthole.
Like holding your
pre
nuts
and
up
post.
and just kind of.
But yeah, I think it caused seepage. Be careful out there, kids. Just be careful.
Yeah,
it's fun.
careful torquing
It's-
or torching or
And
whatever
do it
you
if you're
call
gonna
it.
do it through your underwear and your shorts or
At
pants.
least
or
underwear.
whatever.
At
Yeah.
least
So
underwear.
I jerk off in TJ Maxx's. Blake is a notorious airplane jailor.
Always.
Kyle
If you see him,
shits his pants more often than not.
Yeah.
Durs, what's up? What's your thing?
What's your
Where
deep,
did you
dark
jerk
secret?
off, or what happened with your poops, or do you piss?
peas? You got a drip drop
Pissed
peas?
on yourself
I
all the
just-
time? Or?
Comes out of some-
I do love this podcast. I don't know. After drinking beers for like 48 hours, you're in Austin. You're pounding some Lone Stars.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
so getting ready for the day because we kind of
This
get
is
like
important.
we get carted around. Right, we get carted around all this stuff. There's kind of like an agenda. So they're like, hey, shower, meet us down here. So I'm like, all right, I'm in the shower. Like Kyle, I'm like, all right, I got a fart. I'm just gonna rip it so I could, and then I just shit into the shower, and I was like, oops.
Squirtle.
I think this is
okay.
why I don't shit in. I'm never forcing farts out. Farts sometimes leak out of me.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I think
didn't
that's the
want
issue.
to. That's leaking. Anyway.
No, but diarrhea in the shower is.
So then we go to this Converse like giveaway thing, and it's set up in like a house or something, right? Do you guys remember this? They had like an American flag made out of
Yes.
red, white, and blue shoes.
Yes,
And there's two
very
bathrooms.
cute installment.
There's two bathrooms. One has a line, and I'm like, I am gonna shit my pants. The other one has no line, right? So I go in that one. It's just got a toilet, and I'm like, well, I'll take a piss because we were just slamming beers. So I piss, and while I'm pissing, I just shit my underwear, right?
Oh.
And so it's just a toilet. There's not even a sink in there. There's not even a garbage can, right?
Fuck.
And I'm like,
I'm laughing extra hard because I know out of the four of us, Durs would be the funniest to have this situation happen to.
full, and it's like 95 degrees, and I'm like, okay, so I get my underwear off, and I just bunch them up in my hand, and then I go and I like stand.
Toss him to Isaac.
I toss to my manager. I say, manage this.
Manage my ass.
And then, or maybe I kept them on. Fuck, I don't know. But I go and stand in the other line for the other bathroom because I see that it's got like full everything in there. And then I get in there,
Peanut butter.
get the underwear off, bury it under like all the paper towels that are there, wash my hands and get the fuck out of there. And then I was just free-balling it for the rest of the day.
Nice.
Fully chafing, no thigh gap here. So
Good job. Sounds like you handled it like a pro.
It sounds like you MacGyvered your diarrhea. Well done.
but
dude.
here's
Hey, speaking of cum, I have
Not
some.
again.
yeah.
I have something. I did it.
What'd
I did it.
What'd you do?
I did it.
What'd you do, buddy?
Did you snip?
I made the appointment. I
You
made the
snipped
appointment.
to
What?
I made the
snip.
appointment. Yeah,
But that doesn't
yeah.
stop you from. That doesn't stop you from ejacking, does it?
No, the loads still come from what I've told, but yeah, there's
So
Right.
you still have all the fun of the toy, but none of the dangers.
yes, so no more live ammunition. It's
Hold
it's
on.
all blanks. Well, when I do it, I haven't done it yet. I made the appointment. I walked in.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
can we walk through the science of it? Like,
Yeah.
like
course.
what is the technical term for it?
it's called a vasectomy.
Vasectomy. That's right. That is definitely a German scientist who discovered that.
Right. Totally.
Dr. Vasectomy.
Because they cut the vas deferens.
Oh.
Someone did. They're like, that's sick to me. And they're like, well, we got to do it.
Yeah. Vas cool.
They cut it off and then they tie it, or what's the
Well,
deal?
there's two of them in the sack, and they cut both of them. And then I guess they cauterize it or something. I got to look into that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's to get a blowtorch in there and just fucking torch you.
I might be confusing. Like, girls get their tubes tied and boys
Yeah.
get their dick snipped.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any literal tying happening. I think that's kind of like a cute, fun thing to say, right?
Well, why can't we say I don't want to get snipped?
I think it's a crimp.
Yeah, I would rather get crimped. Maybe we can start that.
Crimping?
I'm getting my nutsack crimped.
They just make the tube zigzaggy?
I'm gonna go ahead and get my nuts crimped.
I'm getting my nuts crimped this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm getting crimped.
Kind of like it's 80s day in high school. We're just crimping our nuts.
We should crimp our pubes and just like
Oh my god.
change the world
Let's
Oh, yeah.
for sure start crimping a lot of our hair on our body.
and like finger wave your pubes.
yes, sir.
I feel like people were like, we shave to like show that we're cleanly, we're all cleaned up, we take care of our bodies. But if you style that shit,
yeah,
Here's
that's hot.
here's the science of the vasectomy if you guys
Okay.
want it. Like
Yes.
here we go.
a vasectomy works by stopping sperm getting into a man's semen, the fluid that he ejaculates. We all
Yep,
knew that.
we
Thank
know
you.
what
Well,
that
then you
is.
just
Okay.
you just squeeze your dick really hard, no?
That is true. That's one of the techniques. Yeah.
The tubes that carry sperm from a
Allegedly.
man's testicles to the penis are cut, blocked, or sealed with heat.
Oh, they are cauterized.
Corduroyed. You have to wear corduroys.
Right.
This means that when a man ejaculates, the semen has no sperm in it, and a woman's egg cannot be fertilized. So that's the whole point.
That just flooded me with memories. I actually think I did have that knowledge somewhere in my brain for sure.
Well, here's the trippiest thing about this shit is
Crazy,
So
dude.
somewhere in
Wow.
there.
Thank you.
You got
Thank
Wow,
you for
I
not
learned a
flooded.
thing once.
No, I'm
and,
actually hella smart. You just have to knock the knowledge loose, and then I'm like, yeah, I knew that.
Right.
I knew that.
can't explain it exactly, but yeah, I knew that for sure.
Yeah, say it to me, and I will confirm that it's true.
Yeah.
I'll repeat it back to you.
okay. So Blake, did you know this?
Yeah.
That you can reverse it, and it's like 99% reversible.
I did not know that.
I knew
Wow.
it. But you can also still, it can still wrangle its way like shit still goes on. I had a buddy who I swam with who got it, and then he was like, didn't work.
Well, it depends on how quickly you're blasting afterwards. You have to clear the chamber. You have to shoot like 25 times to clear it.
Really?
Yeah, you got to clear it.
God damn it, honey! I'm in here clearing it.
Exactly. Do you want another kid? Then let me watch this.
It's been a year.
So, are you going to take a big weekend? Are you going to take the Oculus off to your
A romantic weekend.
Really treat yourself.
Yeah,
really treat yourself and just clear the tubes?
Yeah, unload the banana clip.
It feels like a plan.
it.
Feels like something I could throw on the calendar.
Yeah, I feel like if she doesn't want to be around you on a weekend that you're
Right.
truly trying to jerk off 20 times. That's a lot.
25. It's a job.
25. Yeah, that you're going to
Right.
work.
Guys,
You're going to
I
work.
hate
Honestly.
to say it, but I think we have a movie idea. I think we slipped and fell into a movie idea where
Clear the chambers.
That's disgusting. Don't say it like that. Really slipped and.
Okay, you're taking the road back to Cumtown, but come on now. I'm saying
What?
four best friends all get
Yeah.
snipped, and they go to a house.
Kyle
and-
is starring in this movie?
Oh, Kyle
Right.
is the lead.
I'm a part of the ensemble, bro. Yeah,
right.
get used to it. Get used to it.
And
Or
so-
okay,
I am used to it.
okay.
I was wondering.
Wait, I want to hear this huge comedy.
No, I'm already rewriting it. One friend gets snipped. One friend gets snipped. Kyle, the star of the movie, and his three best friends go with him to like a house in the desert to do his last 25 ejaculations, and they want to
they're
make
gonna
each
be there
one
for him?
special. Yeah,
Right.
Oh, they want to make each ejac a special event for him?
Yeah, it's like, he's like coming to terms with like he can never create life again, so we're like, let's treat each ejaculation like a birth of a child.
Can I flip this a little bit
Absolutely.
and make it more of like a female-driven comedy?
And
Okay.
that's hot
Okay.
right now.
All
Those
right.
sell. Yes.
Pissed now.
Yes.
A woman gets pregnant with
Yes.
her husband, and they're so happy, and he's like, you know what, honey? She's like, I'm just done with kids. We can't do this anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
She hates kids. Maybe she hates kids. That's
well,
the
she's
quiz.
had it.
She's
She's
had
it.
it with them.
She wants to move on from having more kids, and he's
Yeah.
like, totally get it. You know
She
what?
hates the two that she has.
Let's get snipped, right? So he gets snipped, and he goes, honey, I'm going to go away for this weekend. I got 25 shots I got to bang out. You don't want to be around for that. He leaves. She has a miscarriage the next day.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Jesus.
But and now she's got to get to this guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot comedy's dead.
Wait, how are you
This is
getting
not
past?
funny.
This isn't
This
funny
is
so far.
sad.
The
I don't know
joke.
how you get past that
Wait,
scene.
hey,
She's got to
okay.
get to the cabin before there's 25 nut busts, because once he passes the nut busts, and so like you're intercutting from her, like, the car will break down,
so
she'll
there's,
run into
there's
her.
truly a ticking cock.
Yes. Or you could say
Oh,
a jacking cock.
Yeah, okay. I love that. And maybe the place he went is there's no cell phone.
Right,
So-
exactly.
It's the cabin.
Yeah.
There's
It's the cabin.
just porno tapes.
Yes.
There's just it was his creepy old grandpa who just
Right.
went there to die,
Right.
and just has a wall of dusty old porno tapes.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're
So it's just
intercutting.
you're just jerking off to like Christy Canyons or whatever.
is Grandpa here, or is Grandpa dying in the movie, or is Grandpa already dead?
Yeah, we could throw that in like the deleted scenes.
Yeah, maybe in the coda, the very, very end of the movie after the credits is
Right.
we walk back and find him still jerking off in the woods. Like he
He
goes
thought
on
he
a
was
walk.
dead the whole time.
And
like
and
that,
what is the
yeah.
what is the coda? What is the coda?
I think that isn't that like after the little scene after the credits roll.
It's not like the
Oh.
secret scene. It's like, I think it's the last bum.
Okay.
Like the last note.
Okay.
Like that's what is the Led Zeppelin album Coda, their last album?
So that was a cum related album. No, wait. We're
my
not talking about
God.
cum anymore.
Blake, God, dude.
What?
Blake jerks off on one plane when he was 19 years old, and he jerks off on one time on a
It
plane
blew
when
my
he was in his
fucking
late
mind.
teens, and suddenly he just has jizz on the brain.
I'm sorry. No, it crossed with because Kyle's dog's name's Coda, and it's cum
Yeah.
soda.
Oh, that's right.
It
Yes,
wasn't
my dog-
totally out of the blue, okay?
I was like, wait, where are you getting?
I know.
Okay,
I was like,
so,
wait,
yeah.
what the fuck just happened to my brain?
Because my dog Coda is also known as cum soda. But I named
Yo, I feel so bad for everybody listening who's like, I gotta stop.
I can't follow it anymore.
These guys are so fucking stupid.
It's not that, but it's not
Yes,
that.
Durs, you just pitched a really good movie because you can
Right.
have this
No,
whole like this.
no.
This lady and her best
Yes.
friend are on a buddy.
And the best friend is pregnant, like super pregnant, ready to pop.
Because you just keep cutting the husband having just like the weirdest jerk off scenes. Like
Right, and then you're
25
back to the action.
And then you're back to the heartfelt story, and then you
Right.
cut to the dumb dude just like.
Right.
Well,
Right.
it can also like your original pitch. I want to save some of that because
Okay.
there was some meat on those bones.
Okay.
Some gist of those balls, so to speak. Sure.
Like some of those scenes should be pretty beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Like he's really finding himself out there, and he's really enjoying. He's underneath a waterfall.
Right. Outdoor jack sessions for sure.
He's jerking off, and right as he busts, he catches a salmon. It falls from up above.
Exactly.
It jumps up for the nut and then he grabs it with his bare hands.
Yeah, just with his bare hands by the lip, it's flipping around, and then it cuts to him eating it.
Right.
And guess what? He doesn't have any Lowry's. What's he gonna use to season it with?
Ooh.
I-
Now that's nasty.
I don't know. What is he going to use?
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know. He needs something salty. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna use.
What would be salty?
Let's let the audience decide what that is.
Adam, what would be salty to your
I don't know.
knowledge?
It's something that's salty and kind of buttery tasting. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Buttery.
Is that is that the description?
Aloy? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it tastes exactly like from all the loads that I've swallowed, not tasted. Salty and buttery. Salty and
Right.
buttery.
And is a valid replacement for Lowry's. Cool. Hey, sponsor the pod.
Or like an Old Bay. Or like an Old Bay.
I don't know what Old Bay is. Is that like a seasoning?
Yeah, it's another seasoning. Yeah.
Cool.
Tight.
Yeah, well, I think we got some. I was picturing like a wild horses running by the guy when he's just
Yes.
stroking it, and he's like,
Maybe one stops and sees him doing it.
Right.
And just looks like he's going to charge him and then just bows down. You know how horses can
Oh yeah,
cross
does
their-
the kneel?
right, one hoof in front of the
Yeah.
other.
one hoof in front of the other, and then
Yeah.
just bows down like it's some sort of magical moment between
Right.
the two of them. And then the rest of the movie, he just rides that butt naked horseback,
Oh, and he does a hands-free ejac.
and he's riding it bareback.
Yeah,
That's also kind of a sexual term. There's a lot here, guys.
yeah. There's so much here.
I would love to spend some moments on this, some of that, and then also roll through like 12 of them hella quick. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
because there's 25. We have to get through 25. It's a lot.
Yeah. You're gonna want to
Yeah.
move it along.
Every single cutaway should be a new genre for sure. It's genre bending.
And guess what? It's a ticking cock, but that cock has to tick 25 times, and that's a lot of ticking.
And
Yeah.
what's cool is that by the end, when he gets up to like the 15s, the late teens, like
When the audience is glued to
it's
their seats
right.
in the screen.
It's
Yeah.
tough. He can't just go back to back pops.
What about the dark nut of the soul?
Dark
Is there one of
nut.
those?
Blake, hit it.
Hey!
Yes, points. yes, points.
Give it to yourself. There you go, baby.
Yes, points.
You earned it.
Thank
pretty
you.
great.
Thank you.
Cool. And then, what we can show something earlier that foreskin shadows what happens later.
Wait, you caught? I didn't know it was gonna be.
Well, I'm just saying, if we can find something in the right vein,
Foreskin shadows.
Points. Points.
and I don't want to rip off any old movie like Shaft or
Go Durs!
Very good. Any more? Wow, he's got to take a sip of beer after that run, my boy.
but like the
Cool
soundtrack,
down.
the soundtrack could be amazing. You could get like Aretha Franklin.
Oh! Yes, points.
Hell yeah, dude.
Why don't you go podcast all night with your friends?
Go talk for another 4 hours about cum, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. Why don't you put some cum on the table? Great. I'll be over here putting food. Put more cum on the table.
I have to deprogram our children after they listen to your podcast.
No, they'll be proud. They'll be very proud. That's going to live forever, right? Yeah. For those of you at home, my front upper 4 teeth are fake. Those are caps. And
Yeah,
underneath
he's
them
got
is
a
crazy
nice
fangs.
Joe Biden grill.
Yeah.
It was a great purchase.
Made of toilet
You
porcelain.
look great.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're porcelain.
So, yeah,
Wow.
These are Toto.
That's some high fancy crap right there.
Chompers.
American Standard.
I feel like we've covered a lot so far in this podcast, guys. We covered cum.
Is it over?
And then we
That was me.
covered Jim Carrey. Did you just use the fart mic? You got to let people know. I didn't even know.
You
I
farted?
just- I
Yeah, he
wanted-
farted.
Hey
I
Todd,
wondered.
if we could just ISO that on the mix, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
get
and
it.
Todd,
I thought
if
the
you, let's ISO that on the mix and then bring it back right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just so everyone can really.
It sounded like this.
Yeah. It
No,
wasn't.
it didn't.
wasn't
Let's
that.
let's
It
ISO
didn't.
it again to compare. Okay, see, it didn't really sound like that.
See,
And now run that right by my audio clip as well, and put them back to back.
And then now can you play the one from last episode, please?
Well, that one I wasn't doing an impression of that one.
No, I want to
but-
just do a side by side. I just want to do a side by side, if that's
All right.
possible.
Okay, thank you, Todd. Thank you so much.
Todd,
thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd. Oh shit, that's pretty good. Will you do that one more time?
Thank you, God.
Todd.
You got it.
I think we did it.